Hello everyone, I am back. I pretty much made a bonsai run from Louisville, Kentucky back here to Cedar Park, but I had to drive through Dallas on the route, and Duntov Motorsports is in Carrollton or Dallas, right on the borderline between the two. So I stopped by there to show him my car. I had already talked to him about having a Grand Sport 1963 Grand Sport front end and hood made to put on here for the next version. When I stopped, he highly suggested that they go ahead and not only do that, but finish the car for me. So they said that he said he could finish it and put it in SEMA quality level and have it ready for the SEMA show in November. So that's the target now. So now my goal is to get it ready to ship off to them. They said it would take about 2 months to do the work. One of the issues is the tires that I have on here are from an old project. The wheels and tires both are from an old project, and I just stuck them on here. Didn't realize that they were 14 years old, so they are weather cracked. So while they'll work for demonstration purposes, I sure wouldn't trust the car to drive on them. So what I need to do is swap the wheels and tires back to the C8 ones. The issue is I want this body to fit on a Z06, which is wider, runs wider wheels and tires. So I need to make sure that everything will clear. So what I'm going to do is put the stock wheels and tires back on here, but run spacers to space them out appropriately so that I will ensure that this body will fit on a Z06 when one becomes available. So So there's the car. I pulled it on an open trailer, a U-Haul trailer behind my dually diesel. And if you look close, you can see that the diesel exhaust got all over it. All of that is literally just diesel exhaust. I can use cleaner and get it off with some scrubbing. There's the headlight buckets. Those are coming off because the front end that they're putting on is completely different. Same way with the turn signal. So I'm going to take all of those off and use them on another project. Let's see, let me go ahead and give you a walk around. So this is how it sits now. Got to decide which side vents to use, if they're even going to use this vents. I'm going to kind of leave some of it up to them on how to finish this out. So my next thing besides swapping the wheels and tires is I'm going to scan it with my 3D scanner so that I have a copy of this body, 3D copy of this body, so that when and if I decide I want to make this car instead of what this ends up after they're through with it, I have that ability. And I also need this I have other projects planned on C8 chassis, so I also need the scan just to get reference points. Ideally, I'd like to take this whole body off and scan the raw C8 chassis, but I just don't have time to do that. I told them I would get this car to them next week. So in order to do that, I've got to get done everything as quickly as possible. All right, that's really the only update I have. This is a big change. So what I'll do is once I get this car ready, then I move on to another project. I still haven't decided exactly what that project is. I think it's going to be the C2 conversion on a C5. Again, making a Grand Sport out of it. And we will see what happens in the next couple days. Actually, in the next week, I'll have to decide exactly what I'm going to do. But that's what I'm leaning towards. I do need to sell something quickly, relatively quickly. My plan was to have several cars to sell at the Street Rod Nationals. Unfortunately, no one that I contracted was able to finish anything in time. So this was the only real car I had. There was a chassis there that was mine, but couldn't sell it because the body's still sitting there waiting to be finished. So that killed that. That was going to be potentially some income coming in selling those. Now that that's dead, it's kind of a missed opportunity. So now I have to punt, figure out what to do, and back up and go again. All right, like, subscribe, hit the alert, do the thanks or whatever the heck it is if you want to donate some money. And I will be sure and update you as time goes on. Luckily, there's a little bit of a break in the temperature. It's only going to get up to mid to upper 90s instead of over 100. So I need to get to work before it gets up to there. All right, have a great day. And if you don't know what I'm doing, you don't know Jack. Bye.